What's up? It's your boy Heaven Hollywood back on the IE Network. And this is the Heaven Hollywood Report. And let's get to it. Shout out to my sponsor in case you didn't know. It's icydk.blog. Once again, icydk.blog. Make sure you check them out on all mobile devices in the World Wide Web. Before we get going, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so we don't miss one video. Let's go. We're going to get it started off with Chloe Bailey and Chris Brown. Ha, 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 ha. I told y'all, they dropped their joint. Chloe Bailey and Chris Brown, let me take a look at how many views they have right now. But they dropped the joint and the video, and it's fire. There's no way that you could tell me anything else other than fire. So 9 hours ago, right now it's on 319,000 views. I would like to see a little more than that. People are probably just not going to, just going to hate, even though they know the song is good. The song is How Does It Feel? Nice little visual with it. Video could have been better. You know, I was hoping for a little bit more steam with her and Chris Brown, but I guess they didn't want to overdo it. Boy, that people really would have been talking if he would have had scenes with her like he had with Normani. But the song is fire. You cannot deny the song. And they had great chemistry with each other, you know, in the video. Not as steamy as him and Normani, but still, you know, it got the job done. You know, and the chemistry matched very well. It is produced by Hitmaker. It's fire, man. There's no way you could say anything else. Anyone that says this song is not fire is just a blatant hater. They hate on Chloe or they hate Chris Brown, and they just hate to say that, damn, I wish the song was trash. But they can't say it's trash. They can't say it's trash. So, shout out to Chloe Bailey and Chris Brown. Moving on to The Weeknd and Ponytail, and this is going to be the new hot song of the week or what have you. It is the remix for "Die for You." Now I've heard already Ariana Grande, The Weeknd's regular version is being replaced by the remix. Ariana Grande is already going to be credited on it, so you know this song's going to go to number one. They already has 1.6 million views. It's just the lyric video, 1.6 million views, and it's just 9 hours ago. You can see the difference between fan bases. Look at The Weeknd and Ariana Grande 9 hours ago, 1.6 million, and Chloe and Chris Brown 317,000. I mean, that's crazy. And that Chloe and Chris Brown song is just as good. But hearing Ariana Grande back on record, it was far too long, and she sounds absolutely amazing. Haven't missed a step. Man, if they would have put a video up to this, it would have done definitely 1 million an hour. Because Ariana Grande was trending. Oh, that's nice. She sounds great on the song. This song looks like it's going to be a number one song. It's going to be interesting going forward to see, now that SZA's on tour, to see the SZA songs versus the Taylor Swift songs versus Miley Cyrus Flowers versus this song. I mean, my goodness. Die For You remix. Ariana and The Weeknd. The Weeknd actually tweeted out, "The journey continues." I told y'all about The Weeknd and Ariana Grande. If you missed that video, put down in the search, on the IE Network search, The Weeknd, Ariana Grande. There's a backstory between them two. The Weeknd and Ariana Grande, they have history. And he said the journey continues. He's sounding like there's going to be some more of these joints coming. I don't know, Weeknd. You know how he feel about Ponytail, boy. He like working with her. Like doing other things with her, too. But you'll have to check the video out to see what I'm talking about. Oh, man. Shout out to The Weeknd and Ponytail. Die For You remix. Good record, but to hear Ariana makes it even better. So shout out to the Weeknd and Ariana Grande. I'm going to close this out by giving the donkey of the day to the Beyhive for coming at Stephanie Mills, Queen Stephanie Mills. Now, let me tell you, just in case you've been living under a rock and you missed it, Stephanie Mills was doing an interview with Vlad TV. She was asked a question. She was asked to subscribe on some questions. Describe Beyonce and Diana Ross. Now, I'm going to try to let you hear answer. I can't play the entire interview, or I can only play but so much of it because I don't want it to get dinged. I already have a strike against me. I don't want a copyright strike. So let me see if I can play it, a little bit of audio, and then we'll come back on the other side and talk about this craziness of Beyonce fan base, what they're doing to Stephanie Mills.
As much as I like Diana Ross in that role, Diana Ross was a grown woman. Like, she was all like
she was a school teacher. Diana was 36 when they did that movie. And she played a school teacher. Yeah.
I'm like, she might be just a little too old to be Dorothy at that point.
Yeah.
So as simple as that. She's the biggest star. She wanted, and for just to give her credit, she was Beyonce before Beyonce. Huge mega star.
I don't think you can compare. I don't think you can compare Beyonce to Diana Ross. I mean, Diana Ross.
In terms of stardom?
In terms of stardom, it's still different. It's still, Diana is glamour and Beyonce is glamour. It's just different. It's hip hop. I consider Beyonce hip hop. I consider Diana R&B and pop and just, I consider her royalty. Diana, I've always wanted to be like Diana. And when I saw Lady Sings the Blues and I would go to her shows in Vegas, they were always so wonderful and classy and everything. Diana Ross is the epitome of beauty and class to me.
Now, that's what Stephanie Mills said. Now, let's keep in mind, number one, she didn't diss Beyonce. Number two, Stephanie Mills is 60 years old, or older than that. So Diana Ross is her Beyonce. You understand what I'm saying? So what she said was basically, she said, yeah, Beyonce is stardom as well. But the stardom is just different. She just feels as though Beyonce is more hip hop, which she is. She's married to, she's in that hip hop culture. Beyonce's in the hip hop culture. And she said it's just different. She didn't say Beyonce wasn't a star. She just said her stardom is different than Diana's stardom. Number one, Diana was a better actress than Beyonce. And if you want to compare Diana Ross with the Supremes and Beyonce with Destiny's Child, it really isn't no comparison. Because Diana was way bigger. Beyonce became a bigger star once she left Destiny's Child. But Diana Ross was, to me, a bigger star as a lead singer of a group. I mean, the Supremes is huge. And I don't think that Stephanie Mills deserves the celeb because she's taking a lot of backlash. The Beyhive is coming for her and, dragging her, calling her old, ugly, jealous, washed up, or who's Stephanie Mills. I mean, a lot of nerd people have coming for Stephanie Mills, this queen of a woman. If you don't know who Stephanie Mills is, you better look it up. And if you ever think that Beyonce's voice, probably even now, could never match Stephanie Mills' voice, Stephanie Mills would chew Beyonce up and spit her out. So let's not even go there on vocals. You can't say nothing about her vocals. Or you want to say Beyonce made more money? Okay, cool. Beyonce made more money. Beyonce's also in a different time. If Beyonce was around in the era where only talent mattered, and all she did was R&B music, and wasn't able to step out and do brands and stuff like that, then she would be no different than Stephanie Mills. For these young people, most of them young, for them to ask, if you start off and say, who is Stephanie Mills anyway, you shouldn't even be in the conversation. But the funny thing to me is, the Beyhive got so much smoke for Stephanie Mills, but had no smoke for Saucy Santana. Had no smoke. They were running scared when they said the Barbs leaked, or not leaked Beyonce's album, but the Barbs was sending out links to the leaked album. When they were saying, oh, she's leaking Beyonce's stuff. Then they said, oh, she leaked the remix, the Madonna remix. But y'all had no smoke. You ran with your tail between your legs. Saucy Santana was making fun of Blue Ivy. Y'all had no smoke for Saucy Santana. But you want to have smoke for Stephanie Mills? Why? Because you know she's not relevant to kids 20 years old, 30 years old? That you're going to drag this woman who has always been the epitome of class, don't have a whole bunch of stimulants rung around her head with devil worship and all this other stuff. You never hear Stephanie Mills mixed up in those type of rumors. Let's talk about it. Oh, you don't want to talk about that, Beyhive, do you? At least Stephanie Mills, we ain't got to question whether she's worshiping Satan or worshiping Jesus. We don't have to question her. You had never hear Stephanie Mills talk about plugging her period with the pages of the holy book. You'll never hear Stephanie Mills saying stuff like that out of her classy mouth. So don't come for Stephanie Mills unless you're ready to come for people like me who can check you on your BS. Beyonce ain't perfect and she ain't God. It's your boy Heaven Hollywood for the IE Network. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with your friends.